Hey, good Monday evening, folks. Chief Meteorologist Tim Pandajis here with you. September the 30th, the final day of September as we head into October. We still have a very active basin. Thankfully, there are no storms currently out in the Atlantic that are going to immediately threaten any land. So that's the good news. We have a brand new named storm, the 11th of the season. Earlier today, Tropical Storm Kirk has formed, up to 60-mile-per-hour winds already, moving to the west, and notice where it's located. There's the coast of Africa. There are the Leeward Islands, so it is smack dab in the middle of the main development region of the Atlantic, and it is forecast to rapidly intensify into our next major hurricane, a Category 3, by as early as Thursday afternoon as winds approach 125 miles sustained. But notice, even though it's tracking west right now, it takes a northwesterly turn and stays safely out in the open Atlantic. I don't want to call this a fish storm, but it will only be a problem for marine interest and maritime ventures across the Atlantic over the next several days during its lifetime when it's a major hurricane. It's not alone out there in the basin. We do have several other systems that we're talking about. Joyce, which was a tropical storm, is weakened down to a tropical depression. And Isaac, that peaked at a Category 2 hurricane, is now a remnant low, and they're not even issuing any more advisories on it. There are two other waves, though, one on the heels of Kirk, 60% chance in the next 48 hours, 90% chance of developing and becoming a named storm within the next 7 days. And again, that's way out in the Atlantic. And then another wave that's now in the southwestern portion of the Caribbean, 10% chance in the next 2 days, 40% chance within the next 7 days. Next two names on the list are going to be Leslie and Milton. Now, the big question here in the Caribbean is, where does this wave go and does it develop? Well, conditions will get marginally more conducive as it drifts to the north and west and enters the southern Gulf of Mexico. This is the same general area that did produce Helene. Is it going to do it again? Most likely not. There are a little bit more things in play here that will likely diminish its intensity if it does try to get going. This is also coming out of something called the Central American Gyre, just a big spinning area of low pressure that spits out disturbances. This will be one of them, but it's also firing off a lot of activity in the eastern Pacific. Usually when we have activity in the eastern Pacific, we don't usually have any in the Caribbean. It kind of balances out. Wind shear influences the other. So if there's stronger activity in the East Pac, likely this is going to be at least inhibited from developing quickly. So we'll have to watch it as we go through the next 7 days. As I mentioned, the next two names are Leslie and Milton. They would be number 12 and number 13 coming on up if we do get those names. That's the latest on today's update. Very active in the Atlantic, but again, no immediate threat to land. You can find me on all the Instagram, all the social media channels, I should say, Facebook, Instagram, X, and on TikTok. I'll see you again tomorrow.